Happy Sunday afternoon. We have started a project in our garden this weekend. It's an ongoing project, but we thought, just brought me something over that I needed to do. I said, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live on Facebook, because then I won't feel like I'm doing it on my own. So we're going to do some gardening pots, which I know I've done a couple of things of before, but I wanted to kind of show you the befores, and as we go along, the afters. I was dead lucky. I went to Morrison's the other day. We had no food, so we had to go to Morrison's. And actually the garden centre's separate to where the Morrison's store is. So, and they've got lots and lots of plants. So I went and stocked up on plants. But this is what we're doing this afternoon. I'll just show you, I'll give you a tour. Hello, Carol. Give us a yell if you're watching. Morning, Linda. Hey, afternoon. See, we're doing afternoons, aren't we? So you say morning, aren't I? So this is this. I've got everyone with us. Say hello, Pricey.
Hello, everybody.
Pricey's there. We've got Budley. Yeah. You say hello? You say hello? Romeo, come and say hello. See, throw me a ball, Mummy. I'm not minding about being on film. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I did. I just thought I've got to do some gardening, so I just thought I'd do a bit of a video while I was doing it and do it live, because I feel like I'm not on my own then. So I'll just show you. This is the bit that we've been... Oh, this is my shed I've painted. Hey, Mum. This is my shed I've painted today. Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Well impressed with myself. Price has been doing the old... There we go. So, I'll show you the project that I'm going to be doing. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this is where the neighbours think I've lost the plot, because I'm talking to myself. Oh, Buddy, go and say hello to Francis. So, this is me, what I'm going to plan on doing. We've got some tubs here that have been left over from winter. What we tend to do is we tend to get all of the plants that are, this is our recovery bit, as we call. Hello, Francis. Okay, this is all about to let loose, as you do. Hello, Francis. You okay, sweetheart? Look how pretty she is. Can you see Francis? No. Hello. She's gone that way. She's going to see the dad. So, these are some of the ones that I wanted to work on today. And these are... to get some paint. I know, to be honest with you, we found the paint in the shed, as you do. So I went to Morrison's Friday and got some bits and pieces. I'll show you what else we've got. He's tidied up. He's tidied. Shelley's tidied up all of my flower bench. Look at that. So I've got all kinds to play with. So it's just, I think he was tidying, and I think I was getting in the way. So he went, I've got a project for you. Why don't you do some gardening? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear him in the background. Yep, because I've sussed him. That's exactly what I've done. I've sussed him out. He's like, I'll give you something to do. Oh, I'll tell you what I do want to ask you. Sorry. We've got all these bits and pieces here. Ooh. I'm hoping you can see them. Can you see them? Like these pinks and these yellows and things. These are probably going to go either to the tip or a charity shop or something. If anybody could do anything with them, let me know, because you can have them obviously for free. Right, should we do some gardening? The sun's coming out because I'm gardening. There we go. I'm hoping that's what you can see what I'm doing. You got that? Yay, okie dokie. So, rule number 1, glove is on. So what I've done already is I've just started to get rid of all the rubbish, I nearly swore then, that's in there. And the added bonus for today is, because we're sweeping up and we're cleaning up, I can just throw it straight on the floor. Normally I have to be very good, and Mr. Price makes me put it all away and blah, blah, blah. Tidy, tidy, yeah. But today, I just get, whee, to throw it in there. So, my favourite, Mr. Fern. This Fern's in here. Could probably be transported actually now. We have it like a little hospital, like a plant hospital. We have different areas. But Mr. I think this is one that... Is this one that you pulled half the thing off last year? It's gone quiet now. The answer is yes to that question.
Is this a plant?
Is this the plant?
Is this a plant?
Oh, hang on a minute. We've just found a plant.
No, we only
Casually. You see this? Oh.
No pot to it, it's just growing out the floor.
You know when you just find new things. I don't know, but it feels a shame.
It's just growing out.
It's just growing. I'll show you the other one. Sorry, I will get down to doing some gardening. But this is the other one that started growing last year. It's a foxglove. Just, no, it's coming out. This is what happens when I leave him. Don't touch my foxglove. Are you planting it?
I'll let You do what you want to do.
See,
Pull it out.
this is what we have constantly. If I turn me back, he's digging stuff up. So look at this foxglove. Hang on, mate, that's my garden. Look at that, in the middle of the pavement. How lovely is that? But can you see? It's just getting a head on it. Oh, no, I don't know what you can and can't see, sorry. It's just getting its head on it. Like that to him. Don't you touch my foxglove! Otherwise it'd be off. I'm quite impressed it's still there, actually. And this is my, excuse me, camellia that I got for my dad. My dad's remembrance. Oh, hang on a minute. It's just coming out now. Literally in the last day or... There we go. In the last day or so. That's just coming out. Bright red flowers, because he was a United fan. So, there we go. How gorgeous is that? And there's also a very funny story of my dad and me. And me. We're doing some planting at my mum's. And my dad's in Spain. And my mum says, as you do, will you just put this plant in, this camellia plant? And me and my dad were like, yeah. We can do that. And we were doing it, dead proud of ourselves, me and my dad, dead proud of myself, put it in. My mum walks out as supervisor, as she does, and just starts laughing. We said, what are you laughing at? We've dug a hole, my dad dug a hole. We dug a hole, we put it in, it's straight, put it in back to front. So like all the flowers were fit. Well, we didn't know that. It's not as though the flowers were there and we deliberately did it. It just happened to happen. So anyway, it stayed like that. It's still like that now at my mum's now because I won't let her change it around. It's something me and my dad did. And then once many years ago, me and my dad put a shelf up in my bedroom. I'm talking 20 odd years ago. And again, dead proud of ourselves, me and my mum. Me and my dad. And my mum comes up, just starts shaking her head. I said, why are you shaking your head now? And he said, because it was one of those with a smooth bottom and it was supposed to have kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? On a shelf where it's got like nice indents in it. We'd done it upside down, so all you saw was the bottom of the shelf and the indents were underneath.
Oh, a floating shelf.
Yeah, floating shelf. So, yeah, I was barred from doing anything with my dad again. It was quite good when I went involved. So, let's back to what we're doing. This is why I just stick to gardening and discourse, because there ain't much longer I can do wrong with them. So, I've taken the stuff off the top and given it a bit of a shake underneath like that. Can you see what I'm doing? And I'm just going to work my way round. And there was all kinds that are out at the moment. So I went to Morrison's yesterday. No, not yesterday, Friday, sorry. We had no shopping in. And I was like, Pricey, I'll come with you. And when I got there, he said, literally, you just want to look at the plants, don't you? I was like, yeah. How gorgeous are these? So there's 2 lots of these for £3. I've still got some primroses. I've got some little violas, and some beautiful, just a pack of trailers. And again, they were away on patio and basket collection for £3. So there's 6 of them in there. I've also got, bear with me. Don't give me space to work with and then cover up, Price.
We have to.
Geranium. No, they're not geraniums. Sorry. Geraniums, yours! So there's a pack of 20 geraniums there. And because they're in such small things, the sooner you could either, to be honest with you, plant them in little pots. I'll show you these. Could these be any cute? Look at that. Oh, I love a bit of terracotta. So you could put them in that, or I've got loads of little plastic ones. And then what that does is it gives them, the roots and such have the ability to grow. And then you've got basically 20 geraniums for £3. Because if you buy geraniums once they're grown, it's a lot of money. So you're talking a couple of quid at least each. What have you found me? I have something to show you. Bear with me. So, Justin, not that you'll know this because you'll just see him from the disco bit, you might have heard me talking about it beforehand. Anyway, he works in the building trade and does facades. And one of the big trends at the moment for the front of buildings is something called Core 10. Sounds posh, doesn't it? But apparently that's what they're all after for the front of these buildings. This gorgeous cladding that goes on. Lovely cladding he does, by the way, with Safe Kind. Basically, core 10 is rusted panels. So, like you pay money for this. This is going to look fab. I'm feeling motivated now. Good, because that's the idea of it. I think sometimes we all think about gardening, me too, to be honest with you. And now I'm doing the videos, I'll do it because it gives me an excuse to do it. But this is apparently what you know called core 10. We call it rust. Architects call it core 10. They look nice, won't they, with some colour in them. So, but this is what I'm trying to say to you, is you don't have to have these absolutely perfect tubs. I'm moving that because if it's on the floor, he'll chuck it. That's the other reason. This is the other reason why you've got me doing this, so you can do loads of stuff behind while I'm not looking, isn't it? He's like that, yeah. He's nodding his head because he knows. He's already done it today. He was picking pots up, and I'm going, "What are you doing with that?" I mean, you know, when you've got kids, and you're trying to tidy up the bedroom and get rid of all the stuff that you know they don't play with, and you're doing it when they're there, and that's a mistake because they all of a sudden fall in love with everything that they've just seen. Was that me? Was that me earlier? I was fully aware actually that I was doing it. Right, I'll crack on with some gardening. I've waffled myself enough here, haven't I? There we go. So, I've cleaned out all the stuff I've got there. There are some bulbs in here as well actually, so I've got to be a little bit mindful. So, what shall we go with? So the thing is with this is don't overthink it. And anything that you do put in, you can take out. See, these would be good little pots, sorry, to put the geraniums in. You know those baby geraniums? I could put one in there, put them to one side, just keep them watered. And then by the time we get to the end of May, beginning of June, they'll be a really nice size. And all of a sudden, you've got 30 geraniums that have cost you £3 that'll look, that if you bought, like I say, if you bought them, to be honest with it, full price, you're talking 60 odd quid. So it's well worth it. It's well worth a little bit of dead end too, but just get rid of that as you go. There we go, get rid of this stuff that's underneath, or anything that's not pretty. As you can you see the new ones that are coming through? How lovely is that? You can see that gorgeous little one there, sorry. I've got big clunky gloves on. Hard life, don't I? Oh, there you go, so you can see it. Sorry, it helps if I turn it the right way for you to see. So they're already starting to come through. I can just get rid of some of this. Sometimes, I love primroses, but the leaves are a bit manky. That's a technical word, manky. There we go. Looking prettier already. So I know already there's been people saying, oh, I've done a pot now because I've seen you doing it. It's dead easy. It is dead easy. You just got to start, and this is my version of mindfulness as well. So then you just make yourself, just make yourself a little hole in there. Pop it in the top like that, and then I'm not backfill it yet because what I want to do, because also you're going to have some.
Later, eh, bud?
Pardon? Let me show you this. Just let me show you this. This is pricey. Trying. He's trying. He's literally just swept this off, and look what he's done. Look where he's gone and lied.
Right in the middle of it all.
You alright there, sweet boy? You staying? Are you staying there? You might well wag your tail.
Yeah, I've got to sweep that up.
So cheeky. It's like one step forward and 4 back, isn't it? There we go. Right. So let's crack on. Silent protest. Is that because we're doing stuff today and not lying on the sofa? We've already done that. Is that cold, Big Matthew? Yeah, it is. I was going to say, if it's not kids doing it, it's animals doing it. Can you see my tub there? That way around, isn't it? Leave it over there. Yeah, you can see now, can't you? So, let's have a look what we've got. So these are fabulous. These are primroses. These are on 2 for £3. And there's 6 in there, so you're getting 12 for £3, which is nice. And these, oh, they are stunning. Oh, it's not in that one. These are stunning. So they're all open like that. You can see we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's 2 there, if I'm being honest with you. Plants there already. Hello, Romeo. Romeo's got paint on his nose. You were too close to Mama this morning when I was painting. Your nose is looking a bit bluey green. So, that'll look nice there. Grab another one of them. I'll be honest with you, I'm not best pleased with these because I've got 2 here and they're all stuck in one, so But having said that, I can't see me really going back to Morrison's to complain, can you, with what they've got going on at the moment? We'll just leave it for where it is. You know, they've got enough going on. Like, woman complains about being ripped off because she got 2-for-1 flowers. Yeah. Born online, so it's because they're big ones, that's why. Sorry, I've not been ripped off at all, Morrison's, I take it all back. It's because they're in big containers. So those will, I've got my bucket of soil here. And just put them like that. Make sure there's room so that, if you can see that, sorry. Make sure there's room where the end of the pot is, so that when it rains or you're watering them, the water goes in. And I know it sounds daft, but before now, been there and done all of this, is you fill your soil up thinking that looks pretty, and then when it rains, firstly it rains over the side and takes all your soil with it, which looks a mess, but more importantly is your water doesn't get to where it needs to go. So that's just a little bit of a tip of things that I've learned as I've gone along. So you can see already, that's looking a little bit prettier. Romeo's waiting for me to throw something for him. Here you go, sweet boy. Whenever I'm gardening, he comes with me. So, little violas. We've got the little pockets at the bottom, so I usually just rip that open a little bit so the roots can come in. And just put that in between like that. Another one in there. Backfill. There we go. Backfill and pop afterwards, actually. Sorry, Ro. I don't want to do too much because they're going to unfurl there. Can you see? Literally, we've put how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 6 plants in there. I'm not going to put anything at the back because this fern's going to open up. So it will take away too much if I'm not careful. There you go, Ro. So that's that one. It's going to look pretty. Move that out of the way. I genuinely think he's just found anything he can find just to keep me busy. Alright, which one shall we do next? So this is one that I have. I have this on the table actually. There we go. Let me see it. So, it's a very nice shape. I'll show you, sorry. I'll show you the shape of it. So it's like a boat shape, and again we got this from the car boot sale. Now I did see one in Bent's last year because I like to, and then replicate it for 1/10 of the cost. So I'm going to take that out. So Bent's had one which was, well, not as big as that actually, which was full of flowers. But you were talking like, I don't exaggerate, about £45–50. I thought that won't be happening. I'm a bit tight when it comes to spending stuff, can you tell? Unless it's on wigs from Amazon, then I'm not quite so tight. So we got that. So the first thing I'm going to do is this ivy. It's just scraggly. There's no point that staying there. I'm going to knock everything over here around if I'm not careful. They're going to have a battle with the ivy. This might be a pricey job, I can see that coming. If it don't, just keep digging. You don't, wouldn't you, Ro? It's coming. It's coming, isn't it, Ro? It's probably been in there about 4 years now. So you can pick ivy up at the supermarket for about £1. And often, there we go. There you go, Ro. Often, some of this needs I need refreshing. There you go. So just take the top layer off where it's just been sat, like that, and then underneath it, it's fine. Just take some of this top off. I like this throwing stuff on the floor, like. This is great. I'm not allowed to do this normally. Get in trouble for this. It's going to move me. Dead easy. Tiny little pot. Throw some soil in. Lovely little primrose. There you go. primrose like that. How pretty is that? How pretty is that? Now also, how much of a lovely gift would that be? If you wanted to just get something for someone just to say thank you. I just think being able to do things ourselves, gorgeous little gift. Terracotta pot, I mean, you don't need to be terracotta one, we've got lots of different coloured ones. It could be anything. It's got its hole in the bottom. So yeah, so that'd be a nice gift for somebody. Put that there. So, just going to loosen this soil while I'm in here. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see that? Got to just take off the top bit a bit so I can get some things in. There we are. Just a little bit better. Now this one we usually have on the table outside, so when we're eating, we just have a bit of something in there. I think what I will do is we'll have a nice little primrose. Again, just deadhead the bits and pieces here as you go in. It'll come back. The other thing is I needed to get these in as well because if they sit too long, they start getting a bit messy. So, just pop him in there in the middle. You need a hole that's just big enough so that it's not sticking out over the top afterwards. Just trying to see what you can and can't see. Sorry everyone. There we go, sorry. There we go, you can see what I'm doing there, can't you? That's better, isn't it? What else have we got? We've got another primrose, bear with me. I've got some here, which have just been left on the side, so they're not looking the best. So if I use one of these, it's going to get rid of some of these leaves. Really leafy. There you go, Ru. He loves it when I'm just throwing, honestly. It's the weirdest little thing. Aren't you, sweetheart? Let's deadhead some of these. The more you deadhead, especially with, it will encourage the growth to go for new ones. Because what it does is it keeps feeding them there. And if they don't, even these ones here, they just keep sending the food up. And of course, it's a waste of time. So it might as well be feeding the new ones. But can you see? Oh, there you go. Can you see underneath? Where am I? Sorry. Where is it? That bit there, isn't it? Can you see there? The little ones that are just coming through. So give this by the end of next week. If I remember, I'll come back to it. Good luck with me remembering anything. Let's get rid of some of these green bits. There we go. So again, it's not the prettiest one in the world, but it will come back. You just sometimes got to just get it all out. There we go. Get it all out. Let's get it in. The soil's very, 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 very dry. There we go. Put you in there. There we are. That's all right.
Hello, everybody. Pop into the shop, get some drinks to the bar under. We need anything. Stay there. Is the sunshine good?
I don't know, the sunshine's gone. So I'm going to put a couple of little primroses in. I'll take some of the soil out and mix it up actually because it's a lot of roots there. I'll mix it up with my other soil, it'll be fine when I backfill it. There we go. I've got a really nice feed as well, which we've got, so I'll make sure that when I water them, and I will water them, you've got to give them a right good water. When I water them, I'll put some feed in there from as well, just to kind of encourage that growth. Oh, sorry, Ro, I just went all over his head. Oops. It's not helpful when you actually put soil all over your plants, is it? After it says my front garden looks a bit sad, bless you. That's why I think Prices put these on here because these were looking a bit sad. Upstairs looks beautiful now where the balcony is, because I've done those in the last couple of weeks. And I think that's the key, is just do a bit when you fancy it. Just if you don't fancy it, don't do it. But if you fancy it, once you start, you tend to get going. Because it's getting everything out as well, isn't it? And it's not so much that it makes a mess, but you think, oh, I've got to get it all out, I've got to do this. But once you do, you'll feel like it. And it's so therapeutic. It really is. Don't put any stress on yourself about what goes where. Just put it in. If you don't like it, you can change where it is. There we go. Just backfill these. Pull that out. I think we'll put a couple of these in just to give them a bit of colour. Because we're also, as well, don't forget, a little bit in between season. So we've still got all of the violas and pansies from spring, and we're starting to get the summer things that are coming out now. So you've got a bit of everything that's going out. So at some point, these are obviously, which are the kind of winter spring ones, will die back, and I'll take these ones out and change them and put more colour in as we go along. But I think just to start off, it's just while we're at home lots as well, isn't it? Why would you not want something that's pretty around you instead of something that's a bit bleak? So there we go. Can you see that? Dun, 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 dun. There we go. How pretty is that? And that will just, they will all grow. I could probably put a few more in there actually. There we go. So that's the second one that's done. Quite straightforward. Now what you could really do, like I say, when it gets to summer, is you could really go abundance. You just imagine you've got all this colour that's in there as well. All of a sudden, right, that's pretty, let's do that. And I just tend to make holes with my hands, if I'm being honest with you. Slide that like that. If you don't put a hole in these, it's fine, but I just tend to because it just gives them more room. Like that, in it goes. What are you waiting for, Ro? Are you waiting for some more weeds? Find another little hole, put them in, backfill them, make sure they're down all right, and then they'll get all right, good. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's put in, let's put in, let's put in. There you go. Oh, we're playing nicely here, aren't we, Ro? Let's put a geranium in as well. A little bit of a spot here. So that geranium can go in there, like that, and then what we'll do is we'll do one on the other side. There we go. Soil over them, because that just makes sure that they're in then, and the first bit of rain and wind that comes is secure. There we go. I'll show you what that one looks like. Right. Dun, 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 dun. So that is another one. How long's that taken me? Not very long. Hasn't cost me very much either. And I tend to, I know we're in slightly different times now, but what I do tend to do is when I do go in Morrison's or wherever I go, and I see something I like, I tend to get it, and knowing that at some point I'll use it. And I've got a little area that I just put things in, and then when the mood takes me, I've got it. So that's the next one. There we go. There we go. Full of colour. Very easy. Ooh. Feeling a bit old then when I bent down. What have we got here now? Let's have a look. I think he's expecting miracles from me today. Oh, Romeo's found a stone to chase. So this is one of our little ones that has got what we call our emergency planting in. So this is where things have been dying. We've put it in, out of the way to grow. I'm just going to put, I know what I'm going to do here. You're going to get planted properly is what you're going to do. I'll put some geraniums in here. So I was saying before, weren't I, about having some geraniums and making space for them. So let's do that. Put some proper soil in. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. So, three, 4. I don't do them in groups of this, that, and the other. I just do them in groups of whatever I feel like. You've actually, oh, good! I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased I'm inspiring you to just, because that's the idea. I just want you to enjoy what you're doing. And just this tiny little bit of colour that does not cost very much money. I know we're not going out and things like that, but I do like a garden centre, and I do like a garden centre actually, but I just think I always got to the bit where everything's reduced. I don't need to pay lots. I can get more then. that's what I see behind it. The less money I spend, the more I can buy. Mr. Price didn't like it when I come back with things like that. But he's not here, so we're all right. I should be playing S Club 7 as soon as he's not here, shouldn't I? That's what I usually do on a Friday, as soon as he disappears. Bit of S Club 7 or wham. There we go. So, that's not, obviously, not the most colourful thing that you're ever going to see in the world. But what we've done there is, you remember, we took our pack of 20, and because they're only little ones still, what we've done is we'll put them in here. Again, I'll feed them and water them and give them another 4, 5, 6 weeks. They'll have grown into quite substantial sizes. And if you were buying them in the shop, you were talking at least $1.99 each. So it's well worth it. Just space them out, give them time to go, give them the attention that they need, give them the water that they need and the feed that they need. And there we go. That's that one. Oh, what else is it giving me? He was wanting to keep me busy, weren't he? Right, okay. You know when you look at something and think, oh, why are we starting with this? That's where I am with this. I think this one's been in here way too long. So first of all, just get rid of the stuff that's on top, because it's just stuff that's collected. It makes it look like a look. Because normally I don't just shove it all on the floor because I get in trouble for that, but as soon as he's sweeping up, he said I can. Just taking this top layer off, it's awful. Get it down. What we will do is make sure we put some nice new soil back in there, because that's not the best soil that was in there. As daft as that is, but all of a sudden, you shove that over the top of there. It's already looking better, isn't it? So I think we'll put some colour in here. Some beautiful pansies. How pretty are they? And again, I've had these twice. I got these just before we went into lockdown, actually. Or just before B&Q shut. I had a feeling college had just closed, actually, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to need something to do. And I know this is my go-to. I didn't know the weather was going to be as beautiful as it has been. We've been so lucky, haven't we? You just imagine how this would have gone if it had been awful weather. So, talk about silver linings, at least we've had... Yeah, just break these at the bottom. There we go, just so there we go. Right, no necessary rhyme and reason. But again, don't these yellow go with a beautiful yellow? There, just again picking things out, but go with, again, there is no right or wrong for doing this. I've got next Friday and Saturday off. I get paid Friday. Go and buy some plants. I love it. Go and buy some plants and then something for Friday for drink when we have the disco. There we go. Put that in there. Next in at the bottom. What forgot? I'm going full pansies in this one, clearly. So a little bit on the scruffy side because they've been sat there a while, but you put them in. Dead end that one. Take that one there. So whenever you go buying plants, look at them and see what jumps out at you. See what colours you like. What's the plant shape? What do you like the look of? And don't be frightened of getting something like I have, where like the... Let me go and get the petunias again. Make the petunias again. Some have colours on, some don't. Know that if you're getting them now, that you're getting them for a really good price. because they're gonna have to grow on a little bit. Same with the geraniums as well. You're getting them now so that you're not paying for the full ones later on. Just mark my words. Whatever you buy, start to look at how much the full ones are later on in the year, and be smug with yourself, because I am. Every time I go and I see the full ones, I think, how much money have I saved? There we go. There we are. There we go. It's different to the other ones, isn't it? Right, let's move that round. There we go. There we go. The thing is with the pansies, bless them, they just need a good watering, and then they will, with a good watering and to find some sunshine, they will start to stand up right again, because they just look a bit wonky at the moment. Oh, I know, Matt, you do right well where you're working. We walk you home, well, we're with you on the bus, aren't you? And then we're all worried about it until you get home, which is good. And then you let us know when you get home. And that's it, really. I've got one pot, but that looks like it's got too much stuff in it, and I haven't got the will to kind of begin to look where that might go right now. So I hope that's all right. It's been really nice seeing you. It's a bit weird because I haven't seen you yesterday or today. I love a message off a lady saying that I tried to find you this morning, so then I realised it was Sunday. I thought, do you know what, I'll bob on. And the thing is, just is right, he knows as well, if he gives me a little task, I'll do it, so, which is what I have done. So I'll just show you the things that we've done today. So we've done this liquor one, which would make a lovely little gift for someone. Can you imagine just having one of those? Maybe you've got a neighbour or somebody that you want to say thank you to. So just something like that. How pretty is that? And then we've done these ones as well. There we go. I can never tell what you can and can't see, sorry. There we go. And those were the ones with the geraniums in them. And there's one spaniel who's waiting for his mum to throw something for him. Can you see the paint on his nose? You got paint on your nose? You got paint on your nose and your whiskers? Hey, there's Julie. There we go. I forgot to say hi, Nikki. Wonderful to see you. So I just thought I'd bob on. I'm hoping, what's really nice is there's 2 or 3 people as well that said they're inspired now to start in the garden. And I just think, do you know what? If I can get one of you to get out there and go and do something in your garden, because firstly it's fantastic for mindfulness. Just concentrate what you're doing. Just go with your instinct. Don't overthink it. Just get on with it. Get out inside in that fresh air if you can do. And then what it does to do, it just makes it a lovely place to be when you are able to go outside with a cup of tea or something cooler, as you do. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm off to make Sunday tea now. Big hugs, big love. Thank you for being here. Post some pictures of your pots as well as you do them. Bye.